brains. One brain, 2 bronze. A person has a brain that has 2 parts, and that means 2 people.
Left and right side of the brain.
Yeah. Alrighty.
2 people.
So that's
every
that.
one person is 2 people.
Yeah, at least. Oh.
Oh man, second player's everybody.
I'm third.
Now third player's everyone.
You can play multiple dudes. Is there
You choose somebody.
reason to pick one over the other?
Because you like the way they look. It's just their picture.
Oh, wait. Press the down and left button or the
The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week,
unaware. So the Yawhg's never been here before? Alright, blue guy. Lady, with the dress on her head. She has a hairdress.
You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. Gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. Suck it.
2 mind.
One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, the glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. She seems to be one of those aimlessly howling out horrible noises. She doesn't appear to realize that she is freaking everyone out. You decide to do something about it.
Freak the ghost out. Oh, jeez, with magic.
Magic.
Yeah, let's do it. The wave of your hand, you fire off a magic bolt. The bolt passes right through the ghost. It turns out your magic isn't strong enough to affect incorporeal beings.
Oh.
Nobody can figure out any other way of getting rid of her.
Then I'll hate you.
Eventually, everybody gets used to her and learns to live with the creepy ghost. Your mental resolve hardens. Gain 1 mind.
Oh, man. That seemed... you just made everyone suffer. You could have talked to it.
I'm gonna...
Alright, the first turn that you messed up, resave the load the game. Quick load it. You can solve the ghost problem.
I don't think that's how this game works.
No.
Let's see. I will go to the slums, and I will fight crime. I spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. I gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a man walks up to me. "Excuse me, sir. Feeling a little lonely tonight?" He asks. "For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night."
That's...
I don't have any wealth.
No, you could be in wealth.
I'm gonna say sure anyways.
He'll say you don't have enough. Yeah.
You don't have enough money to pay him. He shrugs and walks off.
Well, that was a productive turn.
Man.
Soliciting prostitutes on your first turn.
Green guy, or yellow, I forgot what colors are. Arena... Palace type. So you go to a place and you choose what to do.
Yes.
To the arena! Of course. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. So each turn's a week.
Yeah.
You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. One night on your way home, you spot a rusty dagger on the ground. Well, I don't think I want that. Nah. The rest of your week is ideal. Why did you get tetanus? The fact that the highlight of your week was spotting a rusty metal makes you a little sad. I lost my mind. Well, at least I still have my other half of my brain.
They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. Alright. I'll try the alchemy tower. Let's brew some potions. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from work and instead throw a cantrip party. The alchemist waves his hand and produces a confetti in front of him. Another spawns seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. Then all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. Simple trick or
complex. You got the mind.
Let's try it.
Mind you.
You snap your fingers and end up accidentally setting your hair ablaze.
I guess that wasn't.
For the rest of the week, the alchemists make jokes at your expense.
That's why you have that hair cloak.
You are not very charming.
You burn your hair off. You've done it before. You should have known.
I'm gonna go to the palace and attend to the ball.
For a week?
Yep. It's a good week.
You already fought crime.
I spend a week attending fancy gatherings.
You have no wealth.
I'm basically Batman with zero wealth.
You have no money.
So I'm a useless
Look
guy
how tiny that
in
cup
a
is.
batsuit. I gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day I overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but I didn't understand the joke at all.
You should have laughed. Oh yeah, there you go. Be humble.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask for an explanation. Look at me, I'm totally
We're all laughing
at you. I approached the jester asking him what exactly this joke meant. The joker scolds me at length about the dangers of explaining others.
It's a jester. Don't demean him.
What? I thought I was Batman though.
I know.
Something
Your arch nemesis, you're asking what?
Yeah, this
What
is
did you
how he
tell me?
became my arch nemesis. Something about puppies and them dying when you dissect them. See,
Imagine that's true.
I don't quite understand, but everyone around me starts laughing. Presumably, the Joker had just made another joke at my expense. Began coming to terms with the fact that my sense of humor is lacking.
Being a humor stat.
Being more self-aware, I managed to exude an aura of confidence.
Yeah!
I gain a charm. Yeah.
You're Mr. Charmy Pants. Alright, let's go to the forest. Oh, duh. Nah. Well, if I got the dagger, I would have chopped the wood with it. You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. So, it's awesome, man. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. Yeah. One day you hear hundreds of footsteps, oh geez, rumbling through the forest in your direction. It's an orc raiding party! I got this. Should've got that dagger. What do you do? Oh, well, let's see. I can charm them into not killing me, or I can hide. Well, I have high finesse. I would imagine that's hiding.
You don't have high charm.
I'll just let them raid the village so the Yawhg won't be a problem. You jump into a nearby ditch. The orcs all ride past you. Nice hiding. Game finesse.
It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook, the air went still.
The earth shook. Dun, dun, dun. This headdress.
One day, the bloodletting leeches somehow escaped from their containers.
Oh.
Leeches started flooding into the hallway. There were people screaming everywhere as the leeches slithered towards them.
That's disgusting.
Somebody do something, yells one of the doctors.
Use your magic. Oh.
I'll use myself as bait. I'll use magic.
Leech yourself.
You wave your hand, unleashing a wave of magic to disintegrate the leeches.
Now there's no more
The leeches all poofed into dust. You saved the hospital with your quick thinking. Gain 1 mind. Yeah.
Now who's laughing out your hair? We
Not
are.
the doctors.
Still.
Not the leeches either.
I'm gonna go to the tavern.
The ghost is, though. Because you never got rid of it.
I'll bartend. I spend a week serving drinks at the tavern. I gain 1 wealth and tips and gain 2 charm. One day, an impromptu drinking contest is held.
You the bard don't dabble in your own supplies.
Yeah, I'm gonna spectate. As I watch from afar, people down pint after pint making complete fools of themselves. I feel a little better about not entering. I gain a mind.
Okay, we're all in this village, and there's like 3 of us. We're just running around doing different jobs. Like, how do you have the professional skills to go tend to patients and then brew potions?
I'm a very sophisticated and well-learned woman.
I'm the crime-fighting bartender that spends a week at parties.
Yeah,
It's
so I'm gonna go
totally normal.
this. I'm on landscape. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse and physique and yourself 1 wealth. Dang. One day a beggar comes up to you, asking for any spare change. Well, I could ignore him, but he's probably an orc. So then, you toss him a sack? I just said 1 wealth. I guess that doesn't tell. You lose 1 wealth. He thanks you and walks away. The next night, you recognize him on a bench that's at the beach. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh roasted chicken. He sees you and smiles, a toothless grin. I'd suck to eat chicken. You have no teeth. You feel good about yourself. I gain 1 physique, I gain 1 finesse, I gain 1 mind, I gain 1 charm, I gain 1 magic.
And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos, screaming. The sounds of all we knew being pulled in half.
Dun dun dun.
So you gained everything except for wealth.
For 1 wealth, yeah?
Yeah.
Worth
Man,
it.
don't
I wonder how you gained, like, finesse and physique.
I know, I was like,
with-
how did I get physique from giving a guy
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
chicken? I don't know, you got like curtains on your
Well, where'd
face.
you go? Where'd you go? Spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor and gave 1 physique and 1 magic. One day you hear the cries for help coming from the next room. Running over to investigate, you see the alchemists have accidentally created an ooze monster. How do you dispatch the ooze?
Yeah.
Punch the ooze into submission.
That will not
Blast the ooze with magic.
Mr. Magic. Miss Magic.
You pulverize the ooze into a puddle with an array of magic spells. The alchemists all cheer. You gain 1 charm.
Oh, dang.
I go back to the slums. Need to, fight a little bit of crime more. Actually,
Did you get a physique from sweeping?
I'll fight crime.
No.
I spend the week outsmarting and
yeah.
beating up criminals. I gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a small child approaches me with his hands cupped and outstretched towards me. He doesn't say anything, but just looks up at me with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. I'll give him some coin, my only wealth.
Oh,
I toss him a sack of coins.
hits him in the face and he cries.
He thanks me and walks away. Next night, I recognize him on the street. Spot him eating what looks like a fresh loaf of bread.
This time he
He
has teeth.
sees me and smiles. I feel good about myself.
Here you go.
I gain everything.
Man, giving wealth away. But then we have no wealth. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my native land of the orcs. You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. I can't upgrade that. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From their expressions on their face, they appear to be lost. Oh, oh man.
You can get your wealth back.
I'd say that man might want to come and stop me. I mean, let's see. They're probably like cultists or some crazy monster demons. Whoops. You jump out from behind a tree, brandishing your weapon. That's my rusty dagger. Demanding that they hand over their goods. One of them refuses and charges you with her pitchfork. You disarm her and knock her to the ground. Everybody quickly hands over their goods and asks that you leave them alone. Hey! I got 3 wealth. Now I can help 3 other people. This is why I really did it.
When it arrives, this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild? Move on? Be strong? Or have we forgotten?
Question mark.
Ooh, it's getting all foggy.
You should have given them directions after you robbed them. That way you could get both bonuses.
Yes. You want to come see me fight in the arena next week? I'll be there. I'll bet all the money that you gave me on myself.
You spend the week brewing, experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind.
Jeez.
One day while in the tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins bubbling out of control. If you don't do something soon, it'll explode.
What's happening? The ghost has a straw and it's blowing into it, making the bubbles. Chuck them in.
Throw it out the window or drink it.
Don't throw it out the window, you'll kill people.
Drink it. You quickly drink the potion. Your stomach can't seem to handle the potion. Fire erupts in your esophagus, and for a solid minute you're shooting a jet of fire from between your lips.
Jesus.
That burns. You lose 2 physique.
Oh man.
What a learning experience, though. You gain 1 mind.
Oh.
Okay, let's see.
Well, you can throw out the window and it'll blown up some stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do some administration work. I spend a week doing paperwork for the palace. I am paid 2 wealth and I gain 1 mind.
Dang.
One day, the court jester, the Joker, approaches me. Would you like to learn to juggle? He asks, excitedly. I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum.
Oh man. You could beat the Joker at his own game.
I'm gonna do it.
It's probably a trick.
I spend the day with the Joker practicing my juggling technique. I improve dramatically. I gain 2
Oh man,
finesse.
just catching up with me.
I gain another 2 finesse.
Jeez.
I happily pay the jester for his service. But I lose a wealth. Man.
Can you see the other people's stats?
Yes, if
Yeah,
you push a
green.
button.
Oops.
I forget what button.
No.
One of the bumpers.
Oh,
there
if
you
you
go.
hold. I think it's if we do something with the joystick.
Do the
Yeah.
right joystick? There you go.
Left.
Yeah, we're tied for finesse. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just the worst right now. I have the most
I'm
money
good
though.
at
I have
finesse,
the
charm,
most
and
money.
mind.
Alright. Well then,
I got mind and magic.
I want more finesse. Ooh. Mind, charm, you should just stop the Yawhg with your magic.
Maybe I won't.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to the arena like I promised those people. You spend a week fighting brutes in the arena, you gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. While wandering around the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, butts into the conversation. Hey Kelly, sorry to interrupt, but we've got to leave right away if we want to make it to your mother's in time. Oh, are they related? No, to her mother's. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off, holding hands. Well, how do you feel? Oh man. So they're seeing each other.
So you all love Kelly.
I know. See what happens when I'm busy fighting orcs and saving the poor lost people in the woods? That's what I'm gonna tell them. I will be extremely jealous. See, that's not how that said. You become extremely grumpy for the rest of the week. Well, I shouldn't have done that. You lose 1 charm. While you're no fun to be around, you channel your rage into working out. Yeah. Listening to some
The Yawhg.
music.
It's almost here. Almost. Almost.
Dot 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 dot. There's 4 dots. You see that? It's extra special.
You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, an artificer stops by for a visit. She's adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos and is followed everywhere by her clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower all go out their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs.
Got magic on my mind.
As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. Well, that's not me. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. You gain 1 charm. Yeah!
If only you were more charming.
Charm, that was it. What a waste.
I'm gonna go back to my old
Why can't
workplace, but I'm just gonna drink. Spend the entire week getting wasted.
Minus
I
1.
gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everybody seems to be joining in on the violence.
That's
Good thing
special.
I'm Batman.
Literally just fists flying around, detached from the arm.
I will break up this fight.
No, join the fray!
I jump on top of a table and yell a plea to the patrons to stop all the violence. Well, I meant stop it with fighting.
I said, no, they're all gonna punch you down because you're weak looking.
Before I know it, everybody has calmed down and chatting to one another like nothing ever happened. Thanks for that, says the bartender, while slipping me a small sack of coins.
He's bribing Batman!
I'll take it.
Because you are not
I'm free money Batman, which
That's true.
doesn't
Alright, back to
exist
my
because
land.
he was born
I'll
into
trust
money.
you. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, during your forced exertions, you stumble upon a swarm of rats. Oh, jeez. At first, you jump backwards in shock, but then you start to hear them conversing with one another. Do I have a flute? They call you over. Wait, rats? Excuse me, sir. One of them says in a high pitch, excuse me, sir! Do you think you might be able to help us out with something? You see, we're trying to elect our new leader, but it seems our votes are completely tied. We're trying to decide between Seedpaw the Vengeful and Blight-Tooth the Wise. I like these. These are good names. These are solid. Says the rat. Oh man, okay. Seedpaw the Vengeful or Blight-Tooth the Wise. Seedpaw steps forward. If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader. One who isn't afraid to take our fight to the enemy, the orcs. Proclaims Seedpaw. Blight-Tooth steps up. If you vote for me, good sir, I will lead these rats into an age of enlightenment, says Blight-Tooth. Which rat do you choose? Oh, man. All of Ratkind now depends on me.
Yep.
But,
Vengeance or wisdom?
I know, a warring society or yeah, let's do that. My guy's weird, probably.
You do realize this is not your society.
No, but I'm promoting it.
What if we're their enemies?
The Yawhg will clear us all out. Half of the rats roar with tiny applause. It's not loud, not big. Blightooth bows his head and walks back into the massive friends. I like Blightooth. I bet the other guy would have just, like, murdered the other guy and still couldn't shoot. Seapaw climbs up on your shoulder and whispers fighting tips in your ear as thanks. Boom. Arena. You have one finesse and one physique.
The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder. Drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we? Past saving?
So wait, real quick on the rat.
Okay, so...
How did it teach a human how
So-
to fight better?
We don't know. So here, at this point,
really good at
we
fighting.
have to choose a role.
Yeah. And we probably want to pick one that would use our skills.
I would utilize it better.
So, like, you have mind and magic, so probably, like, conjurer or
The town drunk.
doctor.
The
or
smallest
something.
guy has the most physique and finesse.
Either the builder or the conjurer.
I'm also super wealthy.
Then you'd be the smelter or the looter.
Yeah, you have really good magic, so my guess is conjurer is what you
Yeah, you would do that for sure.
I'll be leader because my charm.
You take it upon yourself to help conjure up supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon the supplies of the highest caliber. With little effort, you're summoning high-quality lumber and food from out of nowhere.
No, it comes from somewhere.
This helps the rebuilding effort significantly.
There's got to be something behind where you conjure from.
It's from magic.
You can turn. Well, no, you can
Energy
just.
into matter.
Well, energy
Alchemy,
is
no.
taken then. You could take like dirt, maybe. Alchemy, yeah, sure. But you need equal.
Sure.
That whole thing.
Okay, I'm gonna be
It's
the
just
leader.
a
Equivalent
out of the
exchange.
air. Yeah, equal exchange.
Who knows what kind of magic it
You
is?
just lose
Take
limbs
it
when
upon
you do it.
myself to be the leader of the survivors.
Well, that's nice of
I
you.
expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. I give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes.
I don't like that.
This helps the rebuilding efforts significantly.
Alright! Is it me?
Mhm.
Alright, you guys. Taylor.
But you
I'm
have
probably
really good
the builder.
finesse.
I
I
would
would use builders.
Yeah,
Builders what I
your
go for.
physique and finesse.
Help building. I'll go with building.
I have loot.
You could
The loot! I mean loot. I have wealth.
no looter. I'm pretty sure
You don't have that much
bad
wealth.
for
I
me.
need the loot!
You're just gonna like rob us while we're trying to rebuild.
I'll let you pick one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the bottom two are just bad things.
I guess the builder then.
Yeah, because your
See the
finesse
best.
and
Finesse?
physique and
I don't know.
finesse.
Finesse would probably be like,
This Taylor, but I would think your physique's the best. I'll go with the builder.
you take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes at breakneck speed. People literally broke their necks. Impressing the rest of the survivors. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly.
And so we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way that we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end,
The Yawhg defeated us.
we flourished. Towers once wrecked and ravaged rose towards the sky. Trees again took root, then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long while, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. And should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready.
I want to know how the Rat
Aw.
Society fared, where the orcs were.
Well,
None of my stuff is important.
no,
What is this?
That's how good we did. It's a picture of...
we flourished. We were all really good at
The Yawhg
it.
changed you probably for the better. With the town rebuilt, you decided to retake your role as a doctor in the hospital.
Oh man.
There, you make friends with another doctor. The two of you do everything together.
Aw.
You're inseparable.
It's probably Gene. at best.
Eventually, you even decide to get an apartment and live with each other. When your friend gets married, and everything changes. Their spouse has to move away to a new town, and your friend follows. You try to keep in touch by mail, but the letters start to come less and less frequently. You try to fraternize with the other doctors. While they're all nice people, nothing can compare. Well, that sucks.
You got a horrible ending.
With the old tavern owner dying in the Yawhg, I decided to take on the task.
You got promoted from leader of the town to leader of the tavern.
Before long, the tavern's busier than ever, filled with good music, games, and friends. My tavern's going so great that every other tavern in the area has closed down.
Oh, well, jeez.
I started a chain of taverns throughout the city to fill the demand.
It's O'Reilly's!
Each new tavern you open makes it more difficult to manage all of them. I begin enacting policies that make it easier for me to keep track of how the taverns are being run. Taverns will start to become bland and uninteresting places to be, but since I have a monopoly, I'm still making ridiculous amounts of money. Yes.
Oh, that's the best one.
Then I can become Batman.
With the town your fortune backing you. With the town rebuilt, you decide to become a full-time arena warrior. Got those rad secrets. You slowly rise the rank, knocking out scores of fighters. It's 20 at a time. Even one as great as Jean the Beautiful. Yeah! Scream Jean. Before long, you become the arena champion. You travel across the world fighting the very best of the best. I probably took your friend with me. The letters get less and less because we're farther away. Tales are sung far and wide of your mighty feats of strength in your tavern. I got out of that town.
See, and
But you could never escape my taverns.
No, they kept keeping up with me. I ended up just working at one. My fighting days are over.